actually stumbled on one verse. It's not my message anyway. I just feel that we need to pass through. Jeremiah chapter 1 verse 5. Before I formed you in the womb, I knew you. Before you were born, I set you apart. I appointed you a prophet to the nations. The word of the Lord said, before I formed you in your mother's womb, I knew you. You are not a mistake. Regardless of what you are passing through, you are not a mistake. God formed you in your mother's womb. Before anybody knew about you, He set you apart. You don't owe anybody any explanation. You came from God. He knew you before your parents knew you. He knew you and called you by name. God knew you and He wanted you. And He wanted you, not somebody else. Even if you were alone on this earth, Jesus could have died for you. He knew you. You don't need to better yourself. You don't need to make your hair to be long. You don't need to make your hair to be short for God to accept you. He knew you before you had a hair on your head. You don't need to explain yourself to people. Jesus Christ knew you. I'm talking about you. He knew you. He knew you. Even the color of your skin, He knew you. He knew you. He knew you. You don't need to apply creams to peel your skin. He loves you the way you are because He's the one who formed you. He loves you. He loves you. In your mistakes, He loves you. He loves you. That is why He died for you. Before you knew any verse, He died for you. Before you obeyed one verse, He loved you. Because He formed you. This God is amazing. I might be going through some stuff that people don't know about, but He knows what I'm doing. He knows. He knows. He knows. Even when I'm hungry, He knows. He knows. He knows what I'm going to eat tomorrow. He knows. He knows. Because He formed you. He formed you. He set you apart. You are the work of His hand. You are the apple of His eye. He has inscripted your name in His palm. If the devil failed to kill you when you knew, before you knew Jesus, he can't now, because we have reconciled with the Master. He's the potter, you are the clay. Quit explaining explaining yourself to people is not important. You are who God says you are. Whether people accept you or not, you are God's head. You don't owe anybody any explanation. He formed you.